This is the most humbled I've ever felt in my life. I'm literally holding resumes, a stack of them, so that I can go in person to places and say, are you guys hiring?
God, here we go. Welcome back, everyone. Today, we're going to be talking about a girl called Lohanny, a 26-year-old TikToker who's recently gone viral for crying about getting a job. You know, that thing we all need to do something called survive.
It's honestly a little bit embarrassing because I'm literally applying for like minimum wage jobs, and some of them are being like, we're not hiring, and it's like, what? This is not what I expected. I graduated college with 2 degrees in communications and acting. I speak 3 languages.
Bear in mind, this girl is 26. 26, would you believe? I mean, what the hell have you been doing all this time, Lohanny? Pull your finger out. Okay, let's get serious for a second here. She's clearly well educated, and speaking 3 languages is pretty amazing. Here's a thought. If you speak 3 languages and happen to like video games, why not get a job in localization? You'd be translating text into different languages, and if you can't get a job translating the text, you can get a job testing it. And that's basically just checking whether the text fits in all the little boxes on screen, or if it makes sense. Just a thought, but more to the point, there is a chance this victim of life could be overqualified, which would make getting a job a shiteload harder, especially in the cafes she's going into. I mean, who would you rather employ? Jeff, who'd stick around and take the job seriously? Or John, who'd leave you high and dry the moment he finds what he's actually looking for? I know who I'd pick. Nigel, the jolly working class Englishman who'd shine your shoe for a 2p.
Oh, this sucks. Like, I just want to be a TikToker, if I'm being so for real with you.
I just want to be a TikToker. Don't we all, love? I forget where I saw this, but there was a video going around where a bunch of kids were asked, what do you want to be when you're older? And they all pretty much said, YouTuber. She might have been one of them. To be honest though, by the looks of things, isn't she already a TikToker? She's got a ton of views and a ton of followers. What else does it bloody take? And if she ain't making any money off that, then God, there literally isn't any hope for the rest of us.
But I can't be delusional anymore. Like, I literally need to make money, so...
Somber moment. Being a creator is hard work, and if you're only in it for the money, it'll only get harder. Like my knob. Just kidding. I make videos because I love commentary and I love editing the shit out of video. It lets me focus on a small, bite-sized project from start to finish and deliver it. When I hit that upload button after hours of editing, I feel like my entire body levitates from that godly sense of achievement, and it always leaves me wanting more and more and more and more and more. And it's not just little old me, obviously. Lots of creators make content for similar reasons. They love making videos, and their efforts are rewarded by viewers engaging with them. I guess where I differ though is I mainly make video games, which is a long ass process, let me tell you that for free. So rather than waiting 6 months to 2 years for that godly sense of achievement, I pepper in smaller projects like YouTube videos or photography. Plus, I love chatting with everyone on here, so while we're on the subject, actually, I once dated a chick, a real human chick, I'll have you know, that wasn't doing so well financially, and she kept telling me about her dream to become a YouTuber, which is fair enough. She was into spirituality and all that stuff, and I think she wanted to be some kind of online guru. Anyway, we both went through what she could do to get started, and the same problem kept coming up time and time again. She just didn't want to put the time into making videos, which is a pretty big problem if you want to be a YouTuber. I mean, that dream ain't gonna make itself, my dear.
I'm just gonna keep trying.
Try, dear Lohanny, try, just like the rest of us. It's not all doom and gloom though. Things are looking up for Lohanny. She posted this video shortly after. Let's watch.
Hey guys, update. I'm on my way to an interview with somebody who could change the entire trajectory of my life. I wish you guys could hear my heart right now. It's beating so fast. I was just on the train on my way here, and I asked a stranger for a piece of gum because I was like, I don't want my breath to be stinky either. Like, I want to be fresh, I want to be there, I want to be ready, I want to be professional. Oh my God, I'm really... Okay, I'll be back.
Oh man, she's so likable, come on. One thing I've got to say about her is that she seems genuinely sincere. I absolutely love people who wear their hearts on their sleeves, who aren't afraid to look vulnerable or stupid. I find that a lot of us, myself included, tend to put on a front a lot of the time, only showing people what we want them to see.
Oh my god, I feel so good! I feel so happy. I really feel like I think something really good is coming, and I have no words.
Oh man, joy is so infectious, isn't it? I mean, even if she is putting it on, which I doubt she is, I think she's genuinely like this, but you can't help but smile.
So I'm just gonna jump up and down like this. Oh my goodness.
So the first thing that strikes me about this particular video is she's about as happy as a kid getting a Spider-Man costume for his birthday. But also, Christ, do people actually act like this on their own in public? I would say it's quintessentially American, but then I do know there are lots of Americans out there who actively take the piss out of this behavior, so good on her. Are Gen Zers naturally hyper-emotional or something? It seems like they feel things with such intensity that they can't contain themselves and they have to burst into song and dance just like this. I don't know, man. Maybe it's just a norm. Maybe I'm just dead inside. I do worry about that sometimes, though.
I'm so nervous. I filmed a little bit of the interview.
You don't have to film every second of your life. I can't even imagine how you'd be able to film an interview on the sly. If I'm in an interview, my phone is cemented to my pocket. Unless there's something on my phone that I need to show off, there is no way I'd be caught fumbling around on it. Can you imagine getting an absolute filth of a notification while showing your phone? Don't try to film your interviews. Your full attention should be on your interviewer, and it shouldn't waver even for a second. It will give off a really bad impression otherwise. Trust me, I've interviewed a ton of people in the past, and I can tell when someone's present versus someone who can't be bothered. Like you've got more important things to do, which, let's be honest, you don't.
Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm wild. Maybe it's worth it.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
Okay.
So the whole point of this video is to reinforce a point I made in the last one where I felt like the West is becoming weak. And I know I quoted this before, but I'm going to quote it again because not everyone watches all my videos, even though they should. Wink, wink. Hard times make strong men. Strong men make good times. Good times make weak men. Weak men make hard farts times. A quote popularized by Tim Pool, but penned by an author called G. Michael Hopf. Just gonna Google that right now to make sure I got that right. Let's go to the next video.
You aren't a teenager, you are 26. I'm pretty sure being 26 years old still means you're a teenager because, like, real adults aren't like... Real adults are 30-something-year-olds. And if you're, like, under 30, then you're still a teenager. Being 26 means that I'm practically a newborn baby girl. I'm a newborn. I should not have adult responsibilities because I'm a newborn teenage girl.
She's 26. 26. Let that sink in for a sec. I know this video is supposed to be a joke, but I do think she believes what she said in that to a small degree. And it's not that hard to imagine a lot of Gen Z feeling the same way. There are tons of videos on TikTok of Gen Zers complaining about working and adulting. Love him or hate him, Jordan B. Peterson once described life as suffering, a constant state of suffering. None of us are entitled to an easy or soft life. It's earned. It might be given to you, but that's just pure luck. And even still, there's a chance you might self-sabotage. An easy life should be the fruits of your labor. You earned that life, and now you can fully appreciate it and treat it with respect. Not to keep harping on about it, but it's an important point. When you listen to someone who came from nothing and now has it all, there's a layer of consciousness we can all connect to, because we know they understand what real life is about. Why else do you think Rogan is so popular? He's relatable. He financially struggled when he was younger, he then hustled, and now he's the biggest podcaster in the world. Anyways, I'm going to end this here on a final note. Our mate Lohanny might come across as a bit cringe or entitled, crying because she needs to find a job, but at least she's rolling up her sleeves and handing out CVs. It just shows that although she might think she's above all that, deep down she's willing to accept that she isn't, and I can respect that. But also there's a super happy ending to all this because she actually got a brand deal a couple of days ago off the back of that original video.
I almost didn't post a video of me going door to door job hunting with my resume in hand, but I am so glad I did because I just landed my first ever brand deal with Julie. You have no idea how much this means to me.
She's one step closer to becoming that TikToker she dreams to be. I mean, it could be worse, right? She could have gone down that path, influencers like the wizard Liz.
The reason why I love a man that provides and spoils is because, for example, my partner that I have right now, he was literally the reason that I could go into therapy. Like, I did not have any money before I met him, and the money he gave me, I took it and I went to therapy with it. Like, without that, I would have literally not been able to be here and to start my healing journey.
I can do it on my own as well. Like, right now, if I leave my relationship, I can take care of myself and 7 children. Literally, I can live a luxury lifestyle on my own with my own money.
So basically, I decided to end my relationship with my partner. Now, the reason that I decided to end my relationship is not because something happened or the relationship was toxic or whatever. Literally nothing happened.
Find a man with money, use his money to get your hustle set up, then leave him once you're financially independent enough to do so. That right there is a load of shite. And is so toxic, all it does is puts everyone on the defensive when it comes to finding a relationship. I'd hate to have that in the back of my mind on a date. It would totally kill the vibe on what would otherwise be a good time. It contaminates what little trust we have in people, like a virus, a smelly, pooey virus. So that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. A massive thanks to everyone who subscribed recently. We're so close to 500 subs. I think we're at something like 486 now. Anyway, this growth is all down to you, and for that I'm eternally grateful. As always, if you want to chat, comment below.